everybody. Welcome back to the most exciting, most underrated BMX powder coating channel on this platform. Today, we got a whole bunch of performers. Alright, so before we get to all that madness, we got a couple shipments in. We got prismatic powders. See what they sent us. Alright, we got a whole pile of Kingsport Gray. That's for a wheel project. This is the powder for our This is the powder for our hutch. This is the powder for our Haro lineage. So we match it up with prismatic, and we're gonna get that bike faded and then the back half chrome. Also, we got a shipment from Colombia. Get all that good powder from Colombia. See what we got in here. Lavender purple. That's for, I think, one of those GTs. I don't remember. You got super satin black. Plenty of that. We got some clear. We got, of course, super mirror white, which we always get because it's our most popular, most used color. We got this color. This is RAL 4008 for the Lavender GTs. We got fluorescent yellow for day glow orange for the GTs. Hey y'all. Outgas primer. 1 pound of outgas primer. And then another pound of dormant purple. So, no hooks. I forgot to order hooks. Oh well, we got plenty. We're supposed to send them as free gifts, but you still gotta order them. I forgot. We'll start off here with this late 2000s 29-inch custom powder coated Day Glow Yellow Performer. It's got the 87 stickers on it. You know, we got the Power Series, custom Power Series cranks on it. Then we got the 1999, the one we powder coated candy dark translucent orange. That one's actually sold now. Then we got this unit right here. This is Lollipop Red, Crest Gray accents, and Super Mirror White. Woo! She's a little big for the stand. Don't worry, the dyno will catch it. First up is this mid-school. This sucker's got to get stripped. It's got one small dent we got to fix. And then it's going to go shimmer candy purple, which is basically candy purple with a bunch of metallic and color shift in it. Not so much color shift, just different color flake. So that'll be heading for the stripper. This is the old school 87 Performer. Ooh. This one's going to be going back Lavender. Obviously we got frame fork bars, and customer's actually sending 2 posts, but this one's got a date with the stripper as well. Then we got this chrome unit. Then we got this chrome unit. The chrome's obviously really rough. A lot of rust. This thing's got a pile of parts. You know it's important when they send the bank bag. But we'll get some of this rust knocked off and some of this peeling chrome. We'll tighten that up. This one is going, I don't remember what color this one's going. I'll have to look. Should have a tag. That one is going white, which is nice because it shouldn't be too hard to hide all that, all those issues. And then we got the 1985. This is the Pro Performer. Got 3 little holes. But this one, he actually has a different set of forks. These are not the correct forks for it. So he has, or is getting, the correct forks. And then this one will be going the kiwi green. So this one's actually going to go back on the shelf until we get the forks. That way we can do it all at once. But the other 3 we're going to get started on. Alright, so this is the stripper tank, chemical strip. All the frames that come in powder coated, painted, any kind of coating other than anodized goes into this tank, and this sucker will strip that whatever it is off in 10 minutes. The thing will be clean. But we're going to get this thing opened up, get these frames slammed in there, and we'll try not to get stung by any bees. Woo, smelling right. Can you smell that? The other thing is, oh, shh. I definitely left the tag on there. It is what it is now. There goes one. This is that blue splash. He got him. All right, we'll give that a few minutes. Alright, so we just got a couple packages in from UPS, from Bike Flights, a couple of frames coming in to get powder coated. And I noticed on this label, it's got my address, says Orlando Powder Room, and then it says on there, Dan Powder Coating. I don't know who Dan Powder Coating is, but whatever's in this box, I'm going to powder coat it. It's actually from our friends over at Clemente Cycle down south. They do our heavy welding repairs and fix some of our issues. So he sent us a bike to powder coat, so we'll get it done for him. But my name's not Dan. Alright, so we got this, what I believe to be 88 Performer. We got all of the zip ties on it. So we're going to get this thing broken loose. See exactly what we have to work with. Check out what's in the bank bag. Feels like brake parts. I don't know, we're going to check that out. Got some more zip ties here. This is a bike that we picked up from the show down over in Tampa. Well, there she is. You can see she's pretty rough. Forks here. Most of this will clean up. We'll make it all clean up. Cheese grater. Logos are pretty decent on it. Pro Series bars. Just need some cleaning. What in the heck? You put a zip tie all the way through the seat post. This is actually a stamped seat post. You'll never be able to see it. And when I'm done with it, you definitely won't be able to see it, but it is a stamped post. You can just barely make out part of the circle. And we got the casket. This thing is zip tie crazy. Casket. We're going to do this white and try to leave these letters. See what we can do with those letters. But here's the surprise. What's in the bag? Not a snake. Kind of surprised. Yeah, brake parts. Oh, look, he even sent that kit. Or one of part of a kit. One side. Maybe I only have one brake. Wait a minute. What the heck is going on here? This is on here like this. Look at this. This one here is like this. This is the other side of the ACS. Yeah, there we go. I know I can figure it out. Yeah, we got two. I'm hiding under the bag. Alright, so we got everything. Just one kit, but I have kits in stock, so that's no big deal. This dude is actually a snake breeder. He breeds, I believe, ball pythons, or maybe all kinds of exotics, I don't know. But I know he does like python morphs and all that kind of stuff, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what's in the bag. Alright, so I got it figured out. There's instructions on the bag. The seat clamp and the neck are going to be black. And all the rest of the parts, everything else, is going to be white. Now that we got that figured out, we're going to tie all this stuff together. Because it has a date with the stripper. You tie everything up. And that'll go in the stripper. We're actually going to end up stripping this too, just because it has some residual from overspray and whatnot on it. These parts are, it's like somebody took a wire brush to them. They're a little, well, we'll get them. There, up to there. All right. Next on the docket, we're going to see what it's going to cost to ship our Diamondback over to Scotland. So let's see how that goes. All right, so this is the Diamondback. This is the giveaway bike. Used to say Mach 1 on it, somebody spray painted. But this unit is going to Scotland. The guy that won was from Scotland, so I'm going to pack it up in this box. This is the smallest box I can find that it actually fits in. So I'm going to get this thing packaged up, get it wrapped up, take some measurements, weigh it, and then we'll go on bike flights and see if can't get this thing over to Scotland and how much it's going to cost. All right, we got the box all set up. It weighs 8 pounds, 6 ounces. So now we're just gonna measure it and see what Bike Flights has to say. All right, so it turned out Bike Flights was 105 bucks. Which is not too bad, a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, gotta get that, hang on. All right, so Pirate Ship came in at $102. So we just printed the one from Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship, and this thing is on its way to Scotland. As soon as I cut it back open and put a t-shirt in it. Oh, dang. So he's getting himself Powder Room t-shirt that you can get on OrlandoPowderRoom.com. Gonna get one of those units. Get himself an Orlando Powder Room sticker. Just jam that in there. And now we'll seal it back up. All right, so we got that mid-school unit sandblasted and it's in the oven. This one here, we're peeling all the stickers off of. And then we'll sandblast it and get rid of all this rust and all this nasty stuff. And then we'll clean it real good. But for now, we're just sitting here scraping stickers. So we'll do that until these are gone. Then we'll clean it, blast it, clean it, powder it. Something like that. So that mid-school GT is going candy shimmer teal, which is the candy purple with a bunch of metallic in it. So first we got to put a chrome base on it. So we got the bike all set up. It's been outgassed. It's hung. Ground's hooked up. Got to throw some chrome at it. Get this stuff loaded up here. So for the homies, all right, now we're gonna go toss it at that GT. So it looks like the Goo Gone has done its job. Everything looks pretty loose. So now we're just going to take an old piece of sandpaper and just knock that crap off. It comes right off. All right, so we're gonna get all that stuff knocked off, and then we gotta extensively clean this thing, and then we'll sandblast it. We're gonna take a look, see how that chrome GT looks. See how the base looks. Look at that, it's like a brand new bike. Now we're gonna get it pulled out of there and let it cool off. We're just gonna hit this unit with some degreaser, and then we're gonna let it sit for a little bit. As soon as we get this bottle working, sometimes it takes a minute for it to get primed. It's had a rough life. Ow. Come on. Let me get this thing figured out. We got it rocking and rolling now. So we'll just let this sit there for a little bit and get all that goo gone off. Then we'll pressure wash it. Then we'll hit it with the Dawn dish soap. Then we'll pressure wash it again. Then we'll sandblast it. But in the meantime, we got other bikes that got to get done. So let's get to it. This was the Lavender bike. Well, it was the Lavender bike. Now it's not, but it will be the Lavender bike again. It's out of the stripper, dried up. Now we're gonna stick it in the blaster and give it a blasting. That other bike that's going purple is still cooling off, so we'll give that a minute and we'll continue on. Alright, got some fresh units. Freshly blasted. Now we'll get it blowed off and it'll be in line to get done. Shimmer Candy Purple, Columbia Coatings. This is obviously a candy with a bunch of shimmer in it, a bunch of flake. Get this loaded up there. Ooh, she's a little chunky. We might have to blend it. Alright, let me get my sifter. Alright, so when the powder sits around for a while, it can get a little chunky like this, and obviously that's not going to go through the gun. So it breaks up real easy. So what they do, what we do, what everybody does, take a flour sifter like this and just sift it. Bring it up a little bit, sift it some more. Get that somewhere fairly clean. The rest of this looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. All right, now it's nice and powdery again. Shimmer Candy Purple. Once it cools off, we'll take it out in the sun and show you what it really looks like. Because this lighting really doesn't do it any favors. Alright, this is the next unit on the powder block. This sucker is gonna go Lavender. I know we just did a Lavender bike on the channel, but now we're about to do another one. Frame's in great shape, looks nice. Well, let's make it so. All right, for the Lavender, Columbia Coatings RAL 4008. Signal Violet. This is equivalent to what GT used in the 80s. I got it loaded up in this cup right here. And now I'm gonna go throw it at that frame. Alright, so with that Lavender bike, we got a whole bunch of parts. So we got to make all this stuff white, so we got to take everything apart. Got to pop these rivets, obviously. I got a cool bike stand, check that out, wall hanger. Pedals we got to pull apart. Couple of stems, not sure. I think we're just doing the caps only on these, so maybe we'll clean these up a little bit. Got the rest of the stands, some seat posts, and some fork nut, some cups. I'm not going to powder coat the bearings. And part of a gyro. Oh, they're both parts over there. So we'll get that all cleaned up, taken apart. All that's got to go white. Alright, so we got all the parts all the parts apart. Now we got the pedals cleaned up. They were pretty rough on the ends. So we cleaned them up. This all still needs to be outgassed, but it's pretty much ready to go. That's not ready to go. Took most of the brakes apart. Not sure how I missed one. Probably the phone rang and I forgot. But we'll have to get that taken apart. But before we get to that, we got this other Performer frame. This is the one that had the bad rust in the corners and everything. We got it all blasted out. We're gonna do a little bit more sanding on it just to try to get it the best we can. And then we'll take a look at it, see if it needs, if we gotta put that high build primer on it or not. So we're gonna hit this white before the parts, then we'll do that set of parts, and then there's another set of parts for this. So we got our hands full, but we're getting it. Alright, so we got this thing pretty much sanded. Still got a little spot right between the chain stays. It's a real pain. But we're going to go set this thing in the oven and let it bake for quite a while. Rust loves to outgas. It's all the oxidation, everything coming out of it. But we'll go put this in the oven at 450. And it's going to stay in there for a while. And then this unit will be getting a high build. We got it pretty smooth, but I just don't trust it. In the oven it goes. Alright, so we got that unit all in high build primer. It's coming out of the oven, it's cooling now. The bars and the forks are still in the oven. Getting ready with our Super Mirror White. That'll be going next. Then we got a whole bunch of parts. Most of the parts are already prepped. I still got one brake handle I still got to take apart. And we'll get all that stuff knocked out. We'll be on to the next one. There she is, all in high build. But it's still too hot to powder. That's pretty close, but we're going to let it cool down a little bit more. And we'll make it white. This is a Dyno NSX. This unit is going illusion purple. We got frame. I gotta see if we got forks. I'll be back. I think the forks on this unit were chrome, so they didn't come in. I checked the computer and they're not listed on there, so I think we're in the clear. So we got frame, bars, we got cranks and the stem. So the crank and the stem are gonna go chrome, and this sucker is going illusion purple. All the white parts, not all of them, some of the white parts for that GT are outgassing. So they're in the oven, so we just switched over and we're gonna hit this, get this dude rolling too. Try to knock out as much as we can. This is dormant. No, it's not. This is illusion purple before we put clear on it. It just looks like regular old silver. But then when you put the clear on it, it pulls all the pigment to the top and makes it super awesome purple. Bars are in the oven now. Get this sucker cooled down, and then we'll throw the clear at it. For our dormants and illusions, we use super durable wet clear. It's awesome clear. It really pulls the illusions and dormants out. It's what we like to use. So as soon as that bite cools down, we'll throw this super durable wet clear at it. Dormant purple. So the handlebars are still in the oven. And next we're going to do the chrome parts for it. We got a stem and the cranks. Show you how we do some chrome. You know, for our chrome we use Columbia Coatings Chromachrome. We get this sprayed onto them parts. They've already been outgassed, blasted, they're prepped, ready to go. I feel like I have an open bag of this somewhere. Hang on. There we go, we got an open bag. That way we don't have 4,700 open bags in the cabinet. So we're up about 3/4. Now we go sprayed at the parts. We're hung up, we're grounded. We got our plugs in where we don't want the powder on the threads. We're out. There we go. Go out the back side. Don't need it. So this will go in the oven. Chrome always gets full cure. No matter what you're putting over the top of it, chrome likes to be completely cured before you put the top coat on. So they got a date with the oven. Most important step when you're putting clear over chrome. Always use acrylic clear. It doesn't take nearly as much as the reflectiveness away. Leaves it nice and shiny and super strong. So we use wheel clear from Columbia Coatings. This is just a acrylic, and we're going to put it on those parts as soon as they come out of the oven. And then we'll show you how reflective they are, and they're very durable. Check out the shiny on these units. So that's chrome before the clear. Even with the acrylic clear, you will lose some of the reflectiveness, just not nearly as bad if we would have used a different clear. But we're gonna let these guys cool down, then we'll put the clear on. We're down to room temperature. We're hung up, we're grounded, we're loaded up with acrylic. Make it happen. You know, we're not though. We didn't put our plugs in, so let's do that. Now we're ready. Set it all right there. Gotta turn our machine down. A little test spray. All right, just like that. For our plugs. Put it there. Heading for the oven. We're about to open this oven up and check out the magic that is cleared chrome. Woo! And it cracks. Like brand new, only better. So we gotta let those suckers cool down. Figure out what's next. Illusion purple with chrome parts. This weekend is Spring Fling in St. Augustine. So we gotta go up there and drop off some parts and pick up some parts, pick up some frames, meeting some customers there from Georgia, Tennessee, all those, North Florida, all those areas. And instead of coming all the way down to the shop, I'm gonna meet them in St. Augustine at the bike show. So that'll be pretty cool. Speaking of bike shows, who's ready for the second try at the St. Cloud BMX vintage bike show swap meet, motos? It got rained out last time. It was very unfortunate how everything kind of went down, kind of last minute, and it was kind of a cluster. So taking another whack at it. We are going to be involved in this one again. So yeah, come and check that out. That'll be a good time. Check out the website. T-shirts are on the website, some old school parts. We're going to be adding stuff, obviously. Facebook, @Powder Room. Instagram, Orlando_powder_room. That's it. I got to get out of here. Catch you on the next one.